I must say that the very idea of this film makes me sit there and wonder, why didn't someone do this years ago? Like, Lego's been around since like the 70s or the 80s. Why did no one think, hey, let's make a movie out of these little guys for years? I mean, like, come on. Leave it to Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They're slowly becoming like they're a directing pair, my favorite directors of all time. They've done 3 films. This is their 3rd film. And all 3 have been really good. Yes, the Lego movie is awesome! Man, this goes like right into my childhood, really. Just like, I loved Lego as a kid. Like, here's one of my characters that I created. I think I called him Captain something or other. He's pretty cool. He's got a really snazzy looking blaster there. Like, Lego was just a cool thing, and like, how this film came about, I don't know. But this is like, oh man, this is my favorite film of this year so far, and one I've been looking forward to for a while now. It isn't perfect, but it's great. The story is this: Emmett, an average construction worker, doing his normal thing. One thing I do love about this film is how there are all these little different worlds. Emmett lives in Lego City. There's my phone. Emmett lives in Lego City, and every day, everything he does, it's always because of some instructions, always because someone told him. He never really thinks much on his own free will. I mean, he does, but not to the point where he would go out and build his own thing. Everything he builds is part of instructions. And that's where our story begins. After a day of work, he notices some woman, a beautiful woman, to be in fact. And he gets down this hole, and he finds this thing buried, sort of caught in something. He wakes up, and he has this red thing stuck to his back. Like, it looks, I don't know what it is. It looks like it's glued or something. And, oh man, Liam Neeson's in this movie. He plays good cop, bad cop. What can I say? He's Liam Neeson. Like, great, my favorite actor of all time. He's in this movie. Anyways, he gets saved by Wildstyle, as she's called, and who mistakes him for the Master Builder, or the Special, as it's called. Basically, an elite group of people that can build on their own. With it, includes a lot of unique people. Batman, obviously. Vitruvius, who's Morgan Freeman's character. A blind prophet or whatever. Superman, Batman, Michelangelo, 2002 NBA All-Stars, and 1980-something space guy, Benny. Anyways, the villain, President Business, played by Will Ferrell. He kind of looks like him. He's found this thing called Krazzle, and he intends on using it to keep everything it is. One thing he doesn't like is that all the Lego worlds were sort of intertwining with one another, but he wants to keep them separate, which is unique. I will say this though: the beginning of this film felt almost political. Really, you kind of learn what President Business actually does to sort of keep order in Lego City, and I was like, wow, that's a bit dark. It's just, there's so many just little great jokes, little great imagery and other things. It's just fantastic. Like, it's to an extent something almost a kid would put together. They have all their Lego things set up, and you just come up with stories as your own. I mean, like, let me think here. I got my master figures here. Like, here's the Viking. These guys are dusty. Like, here's the Viking King. Now here's Spider-Man. Hey dude, what's up? You want to chill out? Like, stuff like that. Like, this is great. Like, when Batman shows up, it comes right out of nowhere. But it's so funny. This is my absolute favorite portrayal of Batman. It's so exaggerated. So just like, it's not over the top, but it's sort of like exaggerating the Batman persona to an extent. And there's some great bits. But my favorite character was Princess Unikitty. Some weird unicorn cat thing or whatever. And the phone's ringing. I'm gonna get that later. Princess Unikitty was just awesome. Like, she lives in Cloud Cuckoo Land, and Man, I was going crazy seeing it. Um, just seeing all these Lego worlds, and man, there's some bits that really hit me. Superman's in this, so this is officially the very first film where we get Batman and Superman in it. Now they're not in a scene together. Spoilers. You also get Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's very first cinematic appearance. Cool. I mean, she doesn't do much, but Green Lantern. Oh, this is funny. Green Lantern he's like a fanboy to Superman. Green Lantern's played by Jonah Hill. Superman's played by Channing Tatum. Now, anyone who's seen 21 Jump Street knows that combination. Or 22 Jump Street, which Phil Lord and Chris Miller they're also directing, which comes out this summer, which I'm also looking forward to. Man, these two are just great directors. Where did they come up with these ideas? I don't know. But it's just they're just great directors, great writers as well. This was a film they came up with on their own. I don't know. They on a really good streak. This has I think 97 on Rotten Tomatoes, and it is very well deserving. I have nothing but praise for this film. The only real complaint I have, at times it feels a bit too showy. At times, it's just sort of showing, hey, look at this, look at all the stuff we can do. I think I've read it's a bit of a blend of both stop motion and CGI. But really, you could have put one of these guys in here, and it still would have, looked real enough, I suppose. Some great cameos. There's let's see what else is there. I got it. The last 20 minutes of this movie or so was honestly this might sound weird. No, I'm the ending of the last 20 minutes of the show really just I was like, wow, that is some amazing writing. It gets neat. President Business has all these weird things. And it just gets unique, really. He has a Band-Aid for some reason. An X-Acto knife, I think. But I nothing but praise. But this made me wanted to buy a big Lego thing now. I don't know why. I saw this with a bunch of friends of mine. We all loved it. And I thought, oh, okay, well, we might just be the oldest people there. No, there were just a lot of people just like me. Emmett's a really unique character. I love it. Everyone thinks he's the special, but he's just some average, yes man who just he can't really break the rules. I like it. Waddsdal is unique. She sort of she wanted to be the special. She basically wanted the attention and stuff. And Batman. There was a scene where he turns his head going, "Ugh!" And I was like, what the hell? But my favorite character is Princess Unikitty. Or is it Princess or just Unikitty? I don't know, but awesome! Alright, this has been a very mixed review. Or no, not mixed review, just an all over the place review. But the Lego movie is awesome! And that song, everything is awesome! Everything's cool when you're part of a team! Everything is awesome! Oh, well. Let's see. This is my absolute favorite film of this year. Now, of course, it's the first film I've seen this year. But I think this will be the best film of this year for me for probably a little while. For probably, maybe a while, I suppose. Some absolutely, everything is literally made out of Lego. From the opening title sequence to the Warner Brothers logo to everything. Quite literally, half the Justice League is in this movie. Flash has a little tiny scene as well. All the reviews have at least the word awesome in it. The voice cast is great. Of course, Liam Neeson as good cop, bad cop. You want a glass of water? Oh, sure. Too bad! Let's see. But that's all I have to say. This is getting a very solid 9.5 out of 10. You know what? I'm giving it 10 out of 10. I love this movie. And I recommend you all go see it. So, that's all I have to say. This is an absolutely fantastic movie. And to an extent, I hope we see more stop-motion films, or just hopefully this becomes a new thing. Not saying every animated film has to be made out of Lego would do this similar idea. I heard somewhere a sequel might be made. I don't know. But that's all I have to say for now. So, everything is awesome. Yeah, I love that song. All right, see you later.